Hey guys, today I want to try and fix this house up using the whole EA restrictions build challenge rules. I'll explain it while we put some things away here. It's rough because EA restrictions is generally like, hey, how would EA have to build this house for it to actually fit in the pack? Because we all love hating on how terrible EA builds are. But we have to acknowledge there are certain restrictions, right? So you can't use move objects, you can't use too many items. So the general rule of thumb is if you remove an item, you can replace an item, but you can't add items. So overall, the total number of items on the lot are going to remain the same, which is why I'm saving all of the windows, which I might have to make my wall a little bit bigger here. But then like walls and roof pieces, I'm not as stressed about keeping exact count of, because overall we're probably going to make it smaller because we can change wall height and wall colors and stuff. And in general, you don't want to use too many different wallpapers or too many different mirrors or other things that take more work for the computer to render. So I will try to limit my wallpaper and mirror usage as well, which shouldn't be that hard. Really, I think this house has a lot of decent items in it. It just desperately needs to be reorganized. Oh, and obviously you can only use what's in the pack that that it came with. All right, now I'm gonna see how many things I can put in storage because I'd like to use basically the same items. It's gonna be easier if I put it all in the inventory, which I should. Oh no, I went into the build mode wrong. I'm a professional, guys. So apparently I have to play to access the inventory. Okay, so now I'm going to go through and I'm going to put everything that I can into my household inventory, hopefully. Oh no. Trees don't go in inventory. Does any landscaping go in inventory? Even if I'm not using the exact same landscaping pieces, I will have to trade them out to keep the count overall on the lot the same. This house actually has a lot of landscaping items, so the yard should look pretty good when we're done with it. It's mostly the inside that's stressing me out. And yes, this is the house that didn't have a door over here. These should go in the inventory. There we go. Do you go in inventory? You do. Okay. I'm just going to go through and click everything and click backspace. And if I see that number go above 10,000, then I will go back and move it to the front of the house instead. Okay, so I tried to move this and the money went away, so now I have to move that over there instead. Or the money came back, rather. Oh, that deleted as well. Cool beans. The house is now empty, and you can see we have a fair number of items. Like, we can furnish a house with this, for sure. I don't know how many of them I'm actually going to switch out. We should be able to keep most of them. And we've got lots of landscaping items here, and doors and windows and stuff, so I think it'll be good. Now let's complain about the floor plan. I just realized I'll have to put lights in so you guys can actually see. But I'll get rid of these lights before we move the furniture back in. Okay, here's what I don't like about the floor plan. Two Sims live here, and for some reason, this, like, coat closet, because it's right next to the entryway, and it's not that big, was converted into a bedroom. Don't understand. Also, this was the kitchen, and yet the dining room was all the way over here past the living room. And then upstairs, we had 2 bedrooms and an office space and another bathroom. So overall, I want this to be 4 bedrooms, with 1 bedroom being an office, 2 baths, which is fine. We can do that. But we desperately need to rearrange some of this stuff, and the roof, we are not keeping an ounce of this roof. I'll keep the chimneys. And I'm just going to get rid of the stairs for now as well. This is a weird shape. I kind of want to bring this in to make this side of the house more flush. This bathroom doesn't need to be that big. We have a whole other bathroom upstairs. However, that is going to affect this space here, which is a bit of a mess, unless we also make the staircase narrower, because really, staircase has no business being that wide anyway. And then we can get rid of that little spot there and extend this bathroom over. Oh, wait, this is the bathroom. This is an office. Hang on. This will still work for an office or bedroom, and it's still larger than this weird little coat closet. Not by much, but it is. So I'm going to let that count. And I don't see any reason for this to be like this. We are going to go ahead and scooch that. I don't mind the bathroom being that big, but it really doesn't need to be any bigger. And now these 2 rooms are quite large. Now this area, I really don't like this bedroom space being at the front of the house. It doesn't make any sense. It's basically a converted coat closet. So instead, oh, this is all sorts of special. Okay, so there's that. Also, now that I've redrawn the walls, I am going to switch this down to medium. That's just going to help so much. We're going to put that to medium as well. And now I'm thinking about bringing our kitchen over here so we can have kitchen and dining, and actually turning this into that other office bedroom area. This would be living, this would be entryway. It's still pretty big. I'd like to make it a little bit smaller, but that would mean adjusting upstairs, and I'm pretty happy with the bedroom size. Maybe I'll make this one a little bit smaller so that I can bring this wall in just a smidge. I'm gonna use the room tool and hold control to just get rid of that. Make the deck a little bit bigger. So it'll keep a more interesting shape to the house still, which is important. And I think I'm also going to lower the foundation just a little bit. I'm wondering if the kitchen is going to be too small, but I also don't know that I want it to take up like all this space, you know? You suppose I'm allowed to use quarter floor tiles? Probably not, huh? What if we move the house over a couple of tiles and then make the kitchen bigger? Thus, doesn't affect the second story at all. I think that'll work better. We can have our whole little kitchen there, little dining room. Again, the entry is just really big, but I feel like we'd have to rearrange the second floor a lot more if I was going to make that any smaller, and I don't think I want to do that. One thing I am going to get rid of though is this trim. It's not necessary if you're just going to have the same wallpaper on both levels. Now I'm guessing they did that because of this here and this, whoops. So this brick texture is this one, the magnificent brick, which has a match with the ornate brick, which doesn't actually have those columns on the end. I respect the columns, but I don't like it being broken up like this. We could change it out for the other brick that comes with the pack and switch to a maybe slightly less busy foundation. Could keep the column idea and switch just to a base game wallpaper that doesn't have that division. Because I don't think we're going to do two wallpapers on the outside. So we could do that, which is a similar color and it has that stone detail. I think next up I want to work on the roof. Now the front here was covered, no big deal, throw a roof on that. And this would have been a really good house to take a before picture of so that I could check that right this second, but I didn't. So instead, we're going to go with the auto roofing method and start with covering our largest point first. Now, I don't like this point right here. I do not like that at all, but I don't mind this shape here. I actually kind of like that. I also don't think the original had eaves. However, I don't know why. And so we're going to go with the eaves because I think it looks better. All right, I think I'm going to be a little sneaky here. I'm going to grab the same piece, just smaller, so that I can match the pitch there. And I'm going to see if I can grab this half gable roof piece and sort of cheat it in here. I will remove this eave by holding shift. So here's what it looks like with the half gable. And then if I get rid of it, there's a big old valley there. So I think I'm going to do that. And I will grab some different shingles. These look like mermaid scales. We need to build a mermaid house. Okay, and then we're going to grab the chimney, which we are not allowed to size down. Bit of a shame, but I think if we stick it there, it'll be okay. We're going to recolor this to gray to match the foundation. I know there's a lot of gray happening, but I think we can warm it up with bringing some wood tones and stuff in, which I'd like to do here. I would like to switch this over to the warmer color. Trying to figure out how I saved so much money. It's because I removed so many walls. Okay, so this foundation actually does have a matching brick in the base game, which is the brickery. So there you go, that's how you get that to match. And once you have your stairs set up, however you want them, you can swap them out with any other stair just by clicking and replacing it. Now there was a stair off the kitchen, which was here, and I think I'll move it to be here instead. Off the back here, copy my stairs, copy my railing, and I don't know yet if I'm going to keep this floor or not, but I will still place it there. I also think I'm going to pull this roof in because I like the idea of there being a little bit of a cover over this door. I guess I didn't need to pull that one in if I was just going to cover it up. I like the covered deck back here, but I'd really like a column or two, so I'm going to have to sacrifice one of my landscaping items. That feels fair. That or one of the windows. How do I want to split this up? I feel like a window would be more fair. So I'm just gonna grab a window. Oh, that's a door. How many big windows do we have? We have quite a few. Okay, so I'm going to delete a big window so that I can grab one of these columns and put it back here. There we go. Item count is the same. Yes, as long as I'm here, we should work on the windows, eh? I'd really like some quarter tile placement right now for these windows because that feels too high and this feels too low, but I'm not allowed. Now we do still have this archway. So if we wanted to keep the kitchen slightly separate, we could use that still. Might do that. I may recolor some of the doors, but right now I just need to make sure that I actually have enough. So if I want a door to actually get outside, I'm gonna have to exchange a door or window. And I've already used all my doors and windows. And I'm going to trade in this arch for a door. I think I'll use this one. Everybody has a window, so I think we are good to go. I'm gonna replace these stairs. Also, do I want to keep these floors? I kind of want to warm it up in here a bit. I don't understand why they're going so heavy with the gray. Like, we could do this and still keep some gray. It's just a heck of a lot warmer. And then similar color, but not so detailed floor for outside. That'll work. Okay, and then we have to figure out what we're doing with the tile, which again is super duper gray. Not a fan. No, that's too similar. Or we could stick with gray and just make it like a nicer gray tile. Now currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different wallpapers in the house, so I'm going to try and keep it to 5. Okay, so that brings in more gray again, which was a theme. Or we could really bring some color in with the red. Or maybe keep the green going. Ooh, maybe that one. Now this is slightly more expensive than the original wallpaper, but I have decided I don't care because we've made the house smaller. And so long as this is still at like 10,000 or above, I think I'm okay with that. All right, so there's some refurbished. Oh, I need to get the right floor back though for upstairs. And I don't really like having the carpet in the bedrooms, but I suppose we will respect the home. I am going to make it a little bit darker though. There's wallpaper and flooring done. Now, do I want to change the door colors? Now, we could switch it over to have a bunch of gold, which I like, except it doesn't make sense with this plaster finish. So I know we went back and forth with this a lot, but I might actually go back over here and grab something that's a little bit more busy with a small pattern, because I think the small pattern will make the windows look a lot better. There we go. That gives the gold something to contrast against, you know? I think I like it. Who knows? Maybe we'll change it again. Anyway, what I actually want to do next is go through and get rid of these lights and start putting some of the furniture in. And we'll see what we want to keep, what we maybe don't want to keep, what we want to exchange for something else. Who knows? Let's start in the kitchen. So we'll grab our cabinets, island, and counters. Okay, so we'll want a refrigerator, stove. Got 4 of these. Do we need 4? I don't think we do. So I'm gonna put this over here as one item that we can swap out for something else if we so choose. Ooh, this is kind of a lot to put all in this kitchen. I'm going to grab this same counter piece and I'm going to switch that one out for a corner piece, which we'll place so. There we go. So now it's the same number of items. And I think I should be able to do a little island like this, or a peninsula. It does look a little bit weird with the backsplash thing there. But do we even have a counter option without one to switch it out for? Don't think we do. So we're just going to have to deal with that. I'm going to delete this one and swap it out for an end piece. There we go. Put our trash can there-ish. Oh, darn. That's right. I can't use alt placement. We'll put the trash can over here. That's fine. Now we do have a couple of cabinets. If I'm going to keep them, I'm going to switch them out for other versions of the cabinets, like these guys. And I think I'm going to switch out the range hood as well, because that one just does not make sense for the size of the space. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking too far away from the microphone. I get in the zone and like forget that I have to stay over here. Lighting, lighting, lighting. How do we want to light the kitchen? Overhead feels like the best option, so I'm going to start with one of those and also put an overhead in the dining room here and in this bedroom, maybe. Oh, wow. We really don't have a lot of lights. We're gonna have to try to swap some things out for lights, I think. Let's put our beds in. So I do want to move all the bedrooms to be upstairs. So I'm gonna put that bed in here, this bed in here, this bed in here. Those we can get the bathrooms set up as well, which would be under plumbing. There we go. So they each get a bathtub, 2 different toilets. We'll put the fancy one upstairs, 2 sinks. I will work on rearranging this a little bit, of course. Decorations. They should each have a mirror as well. There we go. There's only 1 toilet paper. Interesting. Okie dokie. There also appears to only be 1 fireplace. Now let's grab our dining table situation. So that should fit here. No worries. And we don't actually have like a couch or anything. We just have these 3 chairs. What is it with seating in this game? Goodness. There is a coffee table though. I think I'm going to switch one of these chairs out for a sofa. Grab one of the matching love seats. There we go. Not a full sofa, just a little guy. Oh, this house is so big. I want to make it smaller, but I really can't. Can I? It does make it weirdly thin, but look at how much better this is. This will still be a bathroom. It'll just make a little bit more sense and be easier to organize. And I also switched it out so that this is also going to be a bathroom. No, I think I'll put the sink over here. Oh, that's right. There's no toilet paper in that one. We'll fix that. Okay, so the bedrooms are all a bit smaller now. Honestly, I think I'm going to scooch this so that these are slightly more evenly sized. Still wish I could do quarter tile, but I can't, and it's gonna be fine. Okay, into owned items. So this was a bedroom, but we're basically converting it into an office. So I'm going to grab my bookshelves, which I thought were gonna be the same color, but they sure aren't. Okay, so let's maybe put one over here and one over here, and then grab our desk. So then we might be able to use this light over here instead, or possibly upstairs. Should I make this smaller too? I mean, I can, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna put this bookshelf back in our inventory, so we'll have that to work with. I go upstairs and push this back, which means I'll also be pushing this back. And I'm gonna move this one Eve, which you can do on console, so I'm pretty sure I'm legally allowed to do it here as well. What other core furniture pieces do we have? We have some dressers. So we'll go assign those to some rooms here. I don't think we really need this bathroom shelf anywhere. We have other bathroom shelves. So I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice that as something we can swap out for other stuff. We switch over to nighttime. It's actually lit up pretty decently in the office. I'm not mad about that. Over here, I will put a couple of sconces over the fireplace. Oh, and obviously we need light in the bathroom as well. That bathroom, oh, I think I used them all already. Yeah, I only have outdoor lights left. All right, well, we'll just keep going. We have the circle rug, that'll work well there. And I think we can put another one in one of these bedrooms, maybe? I don't know if the bed's gonna stay right there. We might switch this around and put the bed here. Just kidding, the rug won't fit there. Well, maybe we still put the bed there. Curio case, little runner in front of the door. I don't have a shoe rack either, but I do have a mirror. I like this standing mirror, but I'm going to potentially exchange it for a wall mirror so that I can actually have the mirror on the wall over here. I'm still mad at myself that I'm gonna have to go into a different save file to take screenshots to do before and afters because I completely forgot. Okay, see, now we have a mirror by the door and I think that's nice. And I'm gonna put my chair back over here. We still have this towel rack as well, and this towel rack, and this laundry hamper. I just don't think we need all this stuff in these bathrooms. I could put this here, and I could add the bathrobes to this one still. I think I'm going to, oh, move objects isn't on. Sacrifice that shelf as well, which will probably turn into a light. We can probably use the hamper as a bedroom decoration item. We don't really have any other skills or activities, which is weird because I feel like we should have something like going on up here. Might move my chair up here. Gosh, we need lighting real bad. Also these fans, I think I'm going to get rid of those fans and swap those out for overhead lights. One in our hallway and one in this room maybe. We've got some stuff for outside. We've got this table and a couple of chairs that kind of go with it, not really. We have some rugs. Do I want to use these rugs in here? Our kitchen's already feeling pretty full, but I will put this fruit bowl in the kitchen. And we need some sort of art up here, so I'll probably pick one of those. And then this bedroom. Oh, it's so boring. How much is this bed? 400? What if we went for a couple of these instead? What if we did? I'm going to switch this one out for one of these to place. I'll put you here. You can have this painting and an ancient teapot and a seed. There you go. And then this guy, got our clothes hamper, got our bed, bookshelf, got a dresser. I think the dresser is going to have to be a bedside table because otherwise I don't know where else we're going to put lights. Let's see, I put a painting in here, but I'll give you another one. You can also have this one. And then you can have that one. And I'll put one of these over here as well. I have a plant. The plant can go there. Sure, why not? So we have 2 rugs and 3 shelves that we can swap out for other things. I'm going to swap this one out for toilet paper in the bathroom. I'm going to swap this out for a light for this room. Actually, I think I'm going to swap this out for a light as well. So that leaves us with 2 rugs left for interior items that we can do something with. I think I'm going to swap this out for some actual Realm of Magic art, like one of these moon phase things. Oh, I really, really want a bar stool or 2, but oh, do I have enough items that I can give up for that? I guess we could swap this out. Okay, so if I get rid of this cabinet, this rug, and this rug, then I could put some bar stools over here. I think that would help with the functionality. We have so many bookshelves. What if I got rid of this bookshelf and swapped it out for an easel? Cauldron feels like it would make sense, but I don't have space for it anymore, and it wasn't in the build initially, so. Okay, let's grab an easel. Might move this side table out here. I think I'm gonna get rid of that rug for a decoration to put in here. I just want something on this table. Oh, or we could actually move this, where is it? These books over here, to the table. There we go, that's good. I still have one item I can use though. Do my doors match? No, don't get distracted. find the one item that we want to use. Maybe clutter for here. Ooh, maybe some candles. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Anyway, my doors upstairs. I don't think they match. It's quite rude. Also kind of want to switch these out for happier colors. This room still feels terrible, but I really don't know what else to do about it. Can't intersect other objects. What, this painting? Okay, sure, we'll pretend that makes sense. Oh look, another potted plant. Okay, will you fit up here? I think you will if I rearrange a couple of things. Can't intersect. What are you intersecting? Is it this painting again? Painting causes so many problems. Okay, anyway, I think that plant will fit up there. And I don't want these, so I think I'm gonna switch these out for other plants to put inside. I think we'll put a nice plant in here. Sunflowers, sure. And another plant, another plant. Let's put some flowers on this table. Trash can, obviously we have to keep. I'm going to put that out here, outside this back door. Hedges, I don't know if they're gonna wrap nicely though, with all the resizing that we've done. And we've got one more that I should be able to just put here. I'll put the bench here, maybe surround it with some of these. Not resizing the plants is killing me. I'm not a fan of these sunflowers, so I'm going to get rid of those and swap them out for maybe these, if this will fit anywhere that I actually want it to be. No, I think I'll swap them out for rocks, because there aren't any on this lot, which is obviously a crime. And we've got these trees. All right, that's all my items. So I guess it's time to do terrain paint and then any last minute changes. I don't often use these like flowers, but with how little landscaping we have going on, I wonder if a few little clicks here and there wouldn't be advantageous in brightening up the lot a little bit. And I think that's the challenge complete. Here are some before and afters with the grid on too, so you can actually see like what all changed and just how dramatically we've resized everything. So overall, I think it's similar. Like at first glance, I think you'd recognize that it's like the same house, but resizing rooms has a huge impact, and I think that this build really goes to show that. Of course, I'd love to know anything that you would have done differently. Are there different decor items you would have swapped out? Would you have picked a different window swatch, different wallpaper? Would you have done the roof differently? I'm curious. Let me know. And if you enjoy sort of reimagining classic Sims 4 homes, you are going to love the Rebuild series, which I will link the playlist here. I don't follow the Maxis EA build rules for those, but I do try to make them as iconic and recognizable as the original home. So I think you'd really like those. Thank you so much for building with me today, and I look forward to building with you again very, very soon. Bye!